Hey everybody, it's Tia DeShay. Today is Saturday, March 19th. It is 3:03 p.m. and this is the 40-day prosperity plan demonstration brought to you by Selah Leadership Academy for Creative and Intuitive Studies LLC, an educational component of Tia DeShay LLC. Once again, today is Saturday, March 19th, 2022. It is 3:03 p.m. This video presentation is to serve as a supplement, not as a substitute for the Abundance book by John Randolph Price. It is encouraged that you purchase the book because the book obviously goes into way more detail on this subject of prosperity than I do in these video presentations. Once you purchase the book, you are advised to come back to this video to serve as a supplement to what you have encountered in the book, The Abundance Book by John Randolph Price. Here is our agenda: protection prayer, meditation, prosperity checklist, statement of principle, gratitude, and resources. If you notice, it's the same format every presentation. Repetition does make a big difference in getting things planted in your subconscious mind, in helping you transform your life. Repetition is so very vital. It's key, it's integral in the transformation process. That is why I do the same thing. I follow the same agenda over and over again, because it builds up a certain power, energetic force field, to do something over and over again, and it helps to build up your subconscious, and it helps to dismantle anything that is not serving you that's in your subconscious. Because if you think about it, the things that have made it to your subconscious is because it's been repetitive. You've been exposed to it over and over and over and over again until it has just taken root. The roots are very deep. So if you want, that's why it's called programming. If you want to get anybody to follow you blindly or to pledge allegiance to you, have them do something over and over and over and over again. And it will be so embedded in their subconscious that it will take root, and you won't have any problem with them resisting you or going against you. So that is why I follow the same agenda over and over again. It's about repetition. So protection prayer, meditation, prosperity checklist, statement of principle, gratitude, and resources. Protection prayer by James Freeman. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is. Let it be as it was said and written unto you and unto me. It is done. Ashe and amen. Meditation. Let us inhale and exhale 3 times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. What do I know of God? God is life. Life is omnipresent. All is alive. I see this in the wonders of nature. I see this in myself. I am alive because I am life. My life is God's life. My life is God. I feel my livingness within me. I feel God. My awareness of God is growing. God is love. I feel love in my heart and know that this is the very Spirit of God flowing through my feeling nature. I cannot love without God. I love, therefore I am one with God. My understanding of God is growing. God is wisdom and intelligence. God is mind, and I sense the infinite knowingness of that mind within me. I think, I know, and that with which I think and know is God's mind and expression. My knowledge of God is growing. Where is God? God is where I am. God is what I am. I am an individualization of God, and the Spirit of God dwells within me as me. I am the light of the world. I turn within to the light and say, Thou art the Christ, the Spirit of the living God. You are my spirit, my soul, my body. When I look at thee, I see me, and I listen in the silence for the acknowledgement from within. I am now conscious of God, of my Christ self. I am the Christ of God, the truth of God, the self of God. Through this consciousness of the reality of me, I open the door to spirit. I draw into my mind and feeling nature the wholeness of spirit, the allness of God, and my consciousness is filled with the light of truth. I now know that there is nothing that I could truly desire that is not at this very moment standing at the door of my consciousness, ready to appear in my life and affairs. I have only to be conscious of this truth, and every need is met, every problem solved, every question answered. My consciousness of God within is all I will ever need for all eternity. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale. Okay, here's our prosperity checklist. Is my primary interest in realizing the presence of God, or is it in meeting a financial problem? Am I still concentrating on the effect, money, or am I focusing my attention on cause, spirit? Am I willing to take my stand now and prove God once and for all as my all sufficiency? Have I devoted the necessary time to meditating on the spirit within as the source of my prosperity? Am I conscious of the inner presence as my abundance? Do I have the understanding that my consciousness of the presence is my supply? Am I trying to demonstrate money or develop a greater consciousness of abundance? Have I accepted the truth that the living presence within me is my all sufficiency, and that the activity of this infinite mind is meeting my every need at this moment? Have I identified myself with my all sufficient self so that I can say with great conviction, I am abundance? Knowing that my consciousness of the indwelling presence is my supply, can I now affirm and believe the truth that I have abundance? Can I see myself fulfilled and enjoying lavish abundance in my life and affairs? Have I truly expressed a feeling of love for the visions of wholeness and completion that I see in my visualizations? Do I intuitively feel that the Spirit has manifest as my all sufficiency, even though the results may still be invisible? Have I spoken the word, it is done? Have I totally surrendered all my needs, desires, fears, and concerns to the presence within? Have I expressed a deep sense of gratitude to the Spirit within before my good comes forth into visible manifestation? Is my heart overflowing with thankfulness and joy the majority of my waking hours? Am I listening to the voice within for guidance and instructions regarding any action that I am to take in the outer world? Am I following through with that action? Have I truly forgiven everyone and everything in my consciousness? Am I practicing unconditional love with everyone in my life? Have I maintained a sense of secrecy regarding the use of spiritual principles in the demonstration of my supply? Knowing the reality within all and the truth about all, can I see everyone on this planet as abundantly supplied with every good thing regardless of appearances? Do I desire for everyone else that which I desire for myself? Am I a joyful giver? Do I freely share my money on a regular basis, knowing that as I give, so shall I receive, pressed down and running over? Have I done all that I can do to improve my relationship with my children? In my personal relationship with my mate or love partner, do I care more about his or her feelings and welfare than I do my own? Am I working to overcome any problems related in my sex life? Am I involved in a meaningful activity for creative self-expression? Am I working on my life plan to see myself as whole and complete in every area of my life? The more questions you have answered yes, the richer you are in mind and manifestation. Statement of Principle, Day 8. My consciousness of the Spirit within me as my unlimited source is the divine power to restore the years the locusts have eaten, to make all things new, to lift me up to the high road of abundant prosperity. This awareness, understanding, and knowledge of Spirit appears as every visible form and experience that I could possibly desire. Recognizing that within you is God, all sufficiency, divine abundance, lavish abundance, unlimited prosperity. Recognizing, understanding, having knowledge of, being aware of this, and you know that it's never ending, it's forever flowing, then there's no loss. Anything that you thought you lost, any losses that you thought you took financially, will be restored. Because once you understand there is no loss in divine mind, you know that you didn't take any financial, you didn't take a financial loss, that you will be restored. The reason why you experienced a financial loss is because you were focused on the supply, the money, on the effect, the money, and not the cause, which is spirit. So now that you know the difference, now that you know that the divine presence is within you and is unlimited, is ever flowing, is forever flowing, you are restored. It's not like you will be, you are restored. It's not something that's going to happen in the future. It's happening now. You are restored. Anything that was lost, that disrupted, or anything that you perceive to be lost that disrupted the flow of abundance, is now restored. So once again, statement of principle, day 8. My consciousness of the Spirit within me as my unlimited source is the divine power to restore the years the locusts have eaten, to make all things new, to lift me up to the high road of abundant prosperity. This awareness, understanding, and knowledge of Spirit appears as every visible form and experience that I could possibly desire. Thank you for allowing Selah Leadership Academy for creative and intuitive studies in assisting you in your transformation. I do not take this lightly. We are doing this together. We are doing this 40-day prosperity plan demonstration together. This is now day 8, which means we have 32 more days to go. So we are in this together. This is not something that's separate. We are experiencing this transformation together. And together as we transform ourselves, we are transforming the collective. If you would like to utilize any of my resources or services, you may go to tiadeshay.com. I have an app, Mirror Moments app, on iOS and Android, where I talk about all things metaphysical, all things spiritual, all things hoodoo is on this app. Any messages that I receive from Spirit, I put on this app. There are classes that you can take on this app, resources, supplies that you can purchase in the store on this app. It's just an amazing app, full of information and tools and resources that you can use to change, challenge, and heal generations. I'm also an instructor on Udemy. I have 2 courses on Udemy under Reverend Deandra Everhart. If you put in the work, you will see the transformation in your life. And The courses one of the courses is hands-on, and another one of the course is just foundational principles, foundational material. You're just doing a lot of taking notes and learning background information, because you need both. Sometimes you need to just sit down and learn, take notes, and then there are times in the learning process where it's time to do hands-on, to be practical, to learn how to apply these tips and strategies and tools and resources in your everyday life. So I give you a good mixture of both. I give you the sitting down, taking notes, um, just gathering information, and then I give you where now it's time to apply what you learn. Let's do some hands-on activities. So if you're interested in my courses, you may enroll in them on Udemy under Reverend Deandra Everhart. And if you like to purchase my books, I have books of poetry, and I also have metaphysical, spiritual books on Amazon, and you just type in Tia DeShay. So until tomorrow, be blessed.